From the sky, the Caribbean breathes. An island emerges. Emerald hills cradled by restless blue, kissed by light, steeped in stories older than the winds that shape its shores. Grenada. As we descend into St. George's, something shifts. The air thickens with purpose. But this is more than an island. It is a stage. Beneath the calm beauty lies a quiet electricity, a gathering of dreams, of sacrifice, of unfinished promises. Because this is the Carifta Games, where youth becomes legacy, where footsteps echo louder than history, where every second, every leap, every heartbeat carries the weight of a flag. And for Team Barbados, this is not a rival. This is reckoning. A new generation rises, untested but unafraid, carrying the spirit of those who came before them. In their veins, speed. In their hearts, fire. In their eyes, the unshakable belief that greatness is not just given, it is taken. From this moment in the sky to the roar of the track below, this is more than competition. This is identity. This is pride. This is Team Barbados. New faces, rising stars, and the same relentless spirit that has defined them for generations. It is Good Friday, a day of sacrifice, a day of reflection, a day that for many carries the weight of something greater than themselves. But inside these walls, there's lightness, there's joy, there's a team young, vibrant, alive in the moment. Because even with what lies ahead, they're still just boys and girls, chasing something extraordinary. The journey begins not on the track, but here, on a bus filled with energy, music, and belief. Every seat carries a story, every window frames a dream. And then, they arrive. This is the biggest ever Barbados team to the Carifta Games, a contingent of 63. For some, it is their first time stepping onto this stage. For others, it is the beginning of the end. Two names carry expectation: Ashton Simmons, a record holder, a standard setter, and Jaden Green, defending champion in the under-20 boys 200 meter. For both, this is goodbye, their final Carifta, their final time representing Barbados on this stage.
I feel pretty confident. I just know that anything can happen in the race, so I'll just go there and put my best foot forward, and whatever happens, happens.
What are your expectations and goals for Carifta 2026?
My expectations are to do my best, run PBs, and come home with some medals for my country.
This will be your final Carifta, Ashton. Of course, you've been one of the standout athletes in Barbados for quite some time. Tell us, what was that feeling like to know that this is, you'll be moving on to the senior level after this?
It's a nice feeling. I knew it was coming. It felt as though it came rather quickly, but I'm very happy to know that my years of Carifta have done me well, and I'm looking forward to the senior level.
You're the defending under 20 boys 200 meter champion. Is there any expectations on your shoulders to deliver again?
I think there's many expectations, but once I'm healthy, I'm good. I know that I will do well.
But there's no room for sentiment yet, because today is just about preparation. The rhythm of spikes against traffic, the repetition of excellence, the quiet sharpening of something powerful. Every moment is deliberate, every second accounted for, because in just a few hours, this stadium will be filled with noise, with pressure, with history waiting to be written. But today, it is quiet, and in that quiet, Team Barbados begins. Dawn rises, and with it, expectation. It is the first day of competition, and under the Barbados tent, a flag lifts gently in the Grenadian breeze. Beneath it, a different kind of silence. Not empty, but focused. Some locked into their music, some sit with their thoughts, some rest, conserving energy for what lies ahead. each one preparing in their own way. Because today, 19 Barbadians step into competition. 19 opportunities, 19 moments waiting to unfold. And beyond the track, a nation embraces its role.
Character games is always a challenge. So much to be done, and when the announcement was made that we were requested to assist because Guyana could not come through, we warmly embraced the opportunity with government's permission. Essentially, we had most of the infrastructure in place. Our team is fundamentally the same with a lot of new faces. So we have been preparing consistently for the last 10 months. And the issue now is delivery. And so we think that once again, we can do justice to efficient management of yet another character games. And we look forward to, ultimately ensuring that both athletes and visitors have a more memorable character experience in Grenada.
For Barbados, there is something deeper.
At the end of the day, it's a competition. And if you're not going out there to win as an athlete, I ain't sure if everything coming together as we would expect, because there should be something deep down inside of you which says, I am going out there to compete and I want to go out there and win. But if we don't win and we can see some kind of improvement, so the personal best performances, once we're seeing that we as a nation, we are going in a positive direction, I think that that's how we should measure our success here at the Carifta Games. Carifta can be seen as the beginning for us. This is where all the opportunities come from. So most athletes who are looking to go on athletic scholarships, who are looking to at least someday represent Barbados at the Olympics, this is actually the starting point for us. So this team this year, having such a big number, this can only mean some good things to come in the future. We are broadening the base so that eventually we'll be able to excel at the top. This year, we have not had a lot of preparation time. It is only thanks to the junior development program that we were actually able to see a lot of these athletes from last year around like June, and then coming all the way through till November. That's when we had the most contact with them. Then after that, we had our relay practices, some hurdle practices, some jump practices. So because of the junior development program, we've been able to do a lot more than we would have before with such a short window. Because as you know, the team was named during BSAT zones. Then the next week was BSAT finals, and now we're here at Carifta. So the preparation time would not have been possible. But thanks for the junior development program, we were able to do something.
How important is it for us to have such a big contingent? I know we're building towards the future. How important is it for us to have these steps here now?
It gives the athletes a lot of exposure. So in the years past, persons would not have been on this team just for relays. So they would not have been given that exposure. And most of the time, as long as you expose them, the next year, more than likely, they're coming back a lot stronger. So it is a good move on the AAB's part. And I think it's a lift though for track and field in Barbados, because you don't have to be 1 and 2 now. You can be 3 and 4 and still get the experience of everybody else.
And then the first call, Shania Motley, the under-17 girls high jump event. Silver medalist 1 year ago in Trinidad and Tobago, now she returns. Not to repeat, but to rise. Every step measured, every moment controlled, a glance, a word, between athlete and coach, between Shania and Desiree. More than instruction, there's trust, history, a bond forged beyond the trap. And now she walks. Past the noise, past the distractions, into the moment. She's no longer warming up. She's no longer waiting. She's here and she's ready. The bar is set. The competition begins. One by one, they rise and fall. But when it's her turn, everything narrows. Shania Motley steps forward. The runway stretches ahead and the bar waits in silence. She moves. A leap and clearance. Compose. Control. confident. The bar raises and so does the pressure. Attempt by attempt, she answers. Not just with ability, but with belief. Now, the defining height. Motley cleared 1.69 meters, which matched the height cleared by the silver medalist Stephen Henry of Jamaica. But because both Motley and Henry cleared 1.69 meters, but failed to clear the next height, 1.72 meters, the silver and bronze positions were decided on the countback, the number of failed attempts at previous heights. Henry was awarded silver and Motley took the bronze. The gold medal was won by St. Lucia's Destiny Sinat, who was the only competitor in the field to clear 1.72 meters.
I was expecting to hopefully go for gold this year, to a personal best this year, but that didn't work out. So on my last attempt at 172, my top half of my body was fully over, but my legs brought it down, so I think I need to go back to the drawing board and work on my over bar now. I was saying it was nerve-wracking at certain heights, but then I got over it and got over the bar. Honestly, I just want to get over the bar. Like, I was just praying and hoping to God I get over the bar. Like, I just wanted to get over the bar. I did not want to come out at 166.
How did it feel to have Miss Gamble there? I know you guys have a very close relationship. She was there cheering you on all the time.
Every time I finished, I went over to her, and to just look back and see her, I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate everything she's done for me as a coach.
Shana is my little darling, but she is a challenge. She is probably my most challenging athlete to date, but the one that I see with so much potential, and I can only hope that one of these days she knows how good she is and she believes in herself. I know how far this can take her. I don't think she's at that level as yet.
The morning spreads wide open now, across lanes, runways, circles, and fields. 19 Barbadians, one island, many battles unfolding at once. On the track, the tempo rises. Savannah Thorne and Jazara Innes became the first Barbadians into the under-17 girls 400-meter semifinals. One lap, one fight for survival. Across the boys section, Tajia Coward advances, a place secured in the final. But all eyes shifted elsewhere because this was supposed to be the moment. Jeleno Hamlet, BSAT champion, record holder, a trembling teenager stepping onto the region's biggest stage for the first time. And there were nerves, real ones. He steps into the blocks. Too early, way before the gun. A false start. Disqualification. The dream stops before it starts. Heartbroken, distraught. And in that moment, Desiree Gamble is there again. Not as a strategist, not as a voice of performance, but as support. A young athlete undone by timing, held together by trust. And far beyond the stadium, back home in Barbados, the support rises. Elsewhere, the resilience continues. Katie Rock advances to the under-20 girls 400-meter final, second in her heat, composed, controlled, and ready. Shamari Greenidge-Lewis also reaches the under-20 boys 400-meter final. In the under-17 girls 100-meter, none of the Barbadian athletes progress. Gia Greenidge, Taylor Ray Biggins, and Ashley Branford exit the competition. But elsewhere, speed breaks through. Anaya Nurse and Samara Alton advanced to the under-20 girls 100-meter final, both with new personal bests. In the boys 100-meter, Darian Belgrave and Shamari Addison fall short of qualification. And just like that, the morning session comes to an end. The evening session falls and the energy shifts. As is tradition, the celebration comes first, a tribute to Grenada, the Spice Island. Color, rhythm, identity.
Ooh.
A reminder that these games are more than medals. They are Caribbean spirit on full display. And now, it is time. 15 medals on offer for Barbados, and the team is ready. First up, Tajay Coward in the under-17 boys 400 meter. He pushes through the stagger, fights down the home stretch, and comes sixth. And then Katie Rock, under 20 girls 400 meter final. But the race refuses to settle. Called back again and again, 3 times. Nerves tested, focus strained, but Katie remains still locked in. So close again. Shamari Greenwich-Lewis finished 7th in the under-20 boys 400 meter final. Co-captain Jaden Walker prepares. On the distance side, Layla McIntyre lines up in the under-17 girls 1500 meter. Among the boys, Alex Simmons 8th, Zinzile Renwick Williams 5th. And then, the moment. Under-20 girls 1500 meter final. Ashlyn Simmons, 2 years since gold. Now, she returns.
Round number 3, as the girls are ready to go. Kevin Gay Fowler has been on fire this season in both the 800 and 1500 meters.
And then with 700 meters to go, she moves. Decisive.
Run!
She breaks them and never looks back. She crosses the line in 4 minutes 36.94, a new personal best, a return to the podium.
My coach just told me, Ashton, you can't do it, go there, go for a goal. And I did that. I just saw the trainee was leading, said, space is a little slow. Let me pass her out, pass her to Jamaicans, and then just keep opening my lead, and I won the race.
We spoke this week about this being your last Carifta, Ashlyn. How special is this gold medal?
It feels very special because I won gold in my last on the 70 in the 1500, and I came back and won gold in my last on the 20 year.
Tell us about that moment that you shared with Mom. She's always there supporting you. Talk to us about the relationship.
I tried my hardest not to cry because she started crying, and when she cries, I cry. So me and my mom are very close. I'm the same with my dad, but obviously y'all don't see my dad as much. But everybody knows my mom, and I'm very happy that I could celebrate all my moments with her and my dad, with everyone. I would like to thank God for allowing me to get to this place. I would like to thank my mom. I would like it to my mom and dad and Ramon Armstrong, because without them, I would not be where I am. So Mrs. Wiggins, I'm very thankful for you and all you've done for me. And through my ups and downs, you've always been there. I'd like to thank all the teachers at Exeter School that have been supporting me through this process. The principal, the deputy principal, I'd like to thank everyone at the Exeter School, and thank you.
From the age of about 3 or 4, I knew that Ashlyn had it in her, because Ashlyn is very strong. She's determined and she's focused. So from the age of about 3 or 4, I knew that Ashlyn knew what she wanted, because she said about 7 years ago she wanted to be an Olympic track star. So I knew that she's focused, and that what she said she would do, she would do.
How do you feel to see Ashlyn win a medal here at the Carifta Games, her final Carifta?
I am so excited, I can't explain. Ashlyn has put in a lot of work, and I believe with all my heart that Ashlyn deserves what she got, right? This didn't just come by night. She put in all the work, and I believe, and I would say right now, Ashlyn deserves what she got. And plus, she's humble, and I'm grateful to God for my child.
Recently I came across a reel that said, my daughter does things that makes me proud, but telling people that she's my daughter even makes me more proud. And that's how I feel about my child, that just telling people that Ashlyn is my daughter puts me on a pedestal to believe that this is the gift that God gave me. And she's doing excellent things. Her life is already ordained by Him, and she's executing it to the maximum of her ability.
Now it was time for speed. Under 20 girls 100 meter final. All eyes on Anaya Nurse.
Away they go. First time of asking. Douglas has work to do. Alexander begins to spread and begins to move away. But look at Shania Douglas now. It's Shania Douglas
Nurse
away
finishes
from the field.
fourth in 11.47, a new lifetime best. Samara Alton eighth. In the under 17 boys 100 meters, Josiah Gill finished outside the medal. And then it was time for the last event of the night. The mixed 4x400 meters. Barbados crosses the line fourth, but then disqualification. Bahamas. Barbados is upgraded to bronze, a new national junior record, 3 minutes 24.36. Nadal Seal, Keandra Morgan, Zachary Wall, and Tanaya Lashley. At the end of day one, 4 medals. Moments of triumph, moments of heartbreak, but above all, momentum, because this story is far from over. Have you ever noticed that some moments are just bigger than sports? Right here behind me, the Karani James Stadium in beautiful Grenada. Races are not just being run. It's pride, it's pressure, all colliding into a couple of seconds. This is where the Caribbean's best junior athletes come together. For some, this is where it begins. For others, this is where everything changes. It's Easter Sunday at the Carifta Games, a day that not only marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but also a new opportunity for Team Barbados to shine. After a solid opening day ended with 4 medals, the energy is high as the sun rises on another day of fierce competition. On the warm-up track, Aaron Messiah and Jazia Bess are preparing for the under-20 boys long jump final. With determination in their eyes, the 2 young athletes know that the road to success is paved with both sweat and resilience. Inside the stadium, the rhythmic beats of the Bahamas Junkanoo Band echo through the ear, filling the space with energy and celebration, even as spectators cheer from the stands. It's Easter Sunday, but the atmosphere feels like a festival, a perfect backdrop for the competition to unfold, and even I joined in. Back on the field, Messiah and Bess are the only 2 Barbadians in action during the morning sessions with finals events. Messiah gave it his all, finishing in 4th place, while Bess in another major final finishes 11th. Despite not medaling, their performances are a testament to their hard work and promise for the future. Terrell Johnson Rouse is next. The focus is evident as he lined up in the starting blocks, but unfortunately, he falls during his race, but shows incredible sportsmanship by getting back onto his feet and finishing strong, his spirit unbroken. Rashad Gibson, on the other hand, advances. Now it's time for the 200-meter qualifying, and Barbados' own Jelino Hamlet steps up to the challenge. After a disappointing result yesterday, Jelino has put the past behind him and embraced a new day, a fresh start. With a surge of determination, he finishes 2nd in his heat with a new personal best of 21.46 seconds. While Taylor Ray Wiggins bows out of the 200-meter, Anaya Nurse returns to the track with a new personal best, delivering an impressive performance to make the 200-meter final, her strength and focus shining through. In the under-20 division, Jakai Brewster narrowly missed out on the final, but his performance in the heats shows great promise for the future. Meanwhile, defending champion Jaden Green clocks an impressive 20.49 seconds. Despite the win reading showing an illegal 5.4, his performance was good. And with that, the morning session on day 2 comes to a close. Barbados has already shown heart and resilience, and there's more to come. The evening session begins, and Team Barbados is ready for more action. Kamal Armstrong, a late addition to the team last year, is set to compete in the under-17 boys shot put. Today he's here to prove that he belongs on this stage. He's calm, composed, and in the zone, ready for the battle ahead. As the competition gets underway, Armstrong rises to the challenge, throwing with precision and power. As the rounds progress, he sits comfortably in the silver medal position, but he's not done as yet. Coach Ramon Armstrong is on the sidelines, offering his athletes some final advice. The tension builds as the final round approaches, but the coach is also busy monitoring Layla McIntyre, who's competing in the open girls 3,000 meters. Assistant team manager Dante Harvey is doing exactly what his title says, assisting Ramon. While Ramon focuses on Kamal, Dante is keeping a close eye on Layla's time in the 3,000 meters. Back in the shot put circle, something extraordinary is happening. On his sixth and final attempt, Kamal Armstrong launches the shot with everything he's got. The throw sails through the air, and it's a new personal best, 15.96 meters. It's enough to push him into the lead and claim the gold medal.
The first two shows that come off the plan, but we work on it. We got my coach, tell me what to do, tell me to stay composed. I work from there.
Your second year, of course, at this level. You didn't have success last year, but you've been experienced. What was that experience mean to you to be able to come back here and be able to get a goal?
It means a lot. So from last year being a late addition, coming this year being able to adapt quicker and get comfortable in the surroundings, help me to execute today.
Multiple throws over your personal best of 50 meters. How do you feel about that?
It's very impressive, but it was expected previously. The coach told me it was 16 today, but unfortunately we couldn't get that.
When we spoke at the airport, Kamal, you seemed very confident. You said that you were going to come here and hope to deliver something. How does it feel to actually back it up?
Sometimes it's all talk, but I'm glad that today I was able to show what I can do, and tomorrow hopefully the same.
Who do you dedicate this first gold medal to?
Well, my family, but most especially my mother and coach.
While Kamal celebrates, Layla McIntyre is still on the track, pushing herself to the limit. She crosses the finish line in 10 minutes, 15.61 seconds, securing a special silver medal for Team Barbados.
Although I did want gold, I knew that would be a little bit ambitious going into it, as it's my first year in a age group all the way up to the end of under 20. But it definitely feels good to be able to have a medal and represent my country here.
Aside from the medal, did the race unfold as you planned?
Truthfully, yes. I run better in conditions where I'm front running and I don't have people around me to get in my way. So, which is kind of how I ran at BSAC. So to be able to lead for most of the race, it definitely was good. Not having to worry about running on the outside of anybody was definitely good. I knew when I was looking up at the board that the training girl was close to me, and I knew that it was going to be a hard fight, considering that I don't have the speed as a lot of other girls have. But I tried my best. My legs were still a little bit taxed from the 1500 yesterday, so I did my best.
What does Carifta Silva mean for you, Layla McIntyre, especially? It has to be a very special moment that mom and dad are here.
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. Not having my mom and dad to be able to talk to as close to me is definitely a different feeling. Like when they came to the hotel yesterday, I was very happy because I didn't realize how much I missed them. And it feels really good considering that I chose track this year over swimming, because it means that I made the right decision. I do feel like this one feels a little bit more special to me because the coach that I've had currently is a very, very nice man. He's helped me through so much. He's taught me so much. He's always been there for me. So it almost feels like I won this for him. And even going into it, he knew that I could do it. He knew that I could do it, so it means a lot.
And of course, Layla's parents were there to share the joy of her achievement.
Coming in, I felt like she could medal. But again, I never said anything to her because I didn't want to put that pressure on her. She had already put that pressure on herself. And then when it happened, and then we're also with the Barbadian contingent, who we've kind of grown together since Luke started doing track and field and coming to Carifta. And so to be surrounded by that community and that support, it was really a beautiful feeling. Layla puts a lot of pressure on herself, and we had said, Garth and I, it's your decision. Where you want to go, we will fully support you. We will be there. One of us will be there if you decide to go to Martinique. If you decide to go to track, we'll both be there for you guys. But it's really your decision. Because at the end of the day, she's the athlete. At the end of the day, she's the person who has to make that decision for herself and what she felt comfortable with. But she was very torn by it. There was a lot of emotional turmoil around that decision. She really did, as she said in several interviews, she felt she was going to let down somebody. Somebody was going to be disappointed in her decision. And we tried to say to her, but if you do your best, nobody's going to be disappointed in you, well, whatever you choose, you know. But it was a difficult decision for her.
The medals kept coming for Barbados. Zinzilla Renwick Williams secured a bronze in the under-17 boys 3,000 meters, completing a remarkable performance and making it even more special. He wins bronze in the country of his father's birth.
Definitely happy to get on a podium at my first year at Carifta. It would have been even better if I had gone on gold, but still happy to get on a podium.
A lot of people may not know this, but your dad is actually from Grenada. How special it is to win here in Grenada in front of dad?
It's definitely a special feeling, and I hope to celebrate by staying here a little extra after the meet.
Is that the gift that you want from your parents?
Yeah.
Tell us about the race.
Back-to-back medals for Barbados in the middle distance, coming through strong after Layla. Talk to me about the feeling of seeing her win and then coming through to get a medal yourself.
It definitely motivated me because after seeing her win, I felt even more like, well, now I have to go on the podium. So, and I was also proud of her for getting on the podium.
The excitement doesn't stop there. In the relays, Team Barbados takes home more medals. The under-17 boys 4x100 meter relay team of Terrell Clark, Josiah Gill, Ashley Branford, and Jelena Hamlet stormed the track to take the bronze. On the women's side, the under-20 girls 4x100 meter team of Samara Olton, Katie Rock, Afia Greenwich, and Alika Herwood also secure bronze. And what a performance from Alika, who left it all on the line for Team Barbados.
The world under 24x1 gold medalists are moving away. Alex Henry has the baton for the Trinidadians. But look at this run from Jamaica. They get their first goal in the 4x1, 43.76.
On the long jump runway, Kaisha Husbands is into the top 8, giving it everything she's got. Co-captain Naima Taylor is also competing, but unfortunately her jump isn't enough to make it into the final. The coaches Gamble, Gerard Murray, and Glenn Williams are offering Kaisha all the advice they can, but despite her effort, it just wasn't meant to be. It's a heartbreaking moment for Kaisha, but her resilience is clear, and we know she'll be back, stronger than ever. And with that, day 2 of the Carifta Games concludes. Team Barbados ends the day with a remarkable 9 medals. The athletes have given their all, and the energy continues to build as we move into tomorrow's events. Easter Monday is upon us, and this is the Carifta Games Village. The atmosphere is vibrant. Officials and spectators alike taking a moment to unwind, sampling local flavors, and soaking in the cultural experience. Laughter, music, and the aroma of food. A brief calm before the intensity inside the stadium. The mood shifts. Terrell Clark is locked in, focused, composed. A light jog along the runway, his eyes fixed ahead. He pauses, tightens his laces. Every detail matters now. Step by step, he measures his approach, counting carefully to the board. Preparation is key. as he readies himself for the under-17 boys long jump final. On the track, it's semi-final time in the hurdles. Tiara McLean, Alika Herwood, Afia Greenwich, Rashad Gibson, and Tavon Cadogan. One by one, they take to the blocks, each chasing a place in the finals. And they deliver. McLean, Herwood, Greenwich, Cadogan, all advancing, flying the Barbadian flag into the finals. The morning session of the final day is charged with purpose. Every race, every throw, every jump, a step closer to glory. As the sun climbs higher, the morning session draws to a close, but the story of day 3 is only just beginning. The afternoon session marked the final chapter of the 2026 Carifta Games, bringing the curtain down inside the Karani James Stadium with anticipation, pride, and a sense of purpose for Team Barbados. The Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Sports, has made the journey to stand behind his athletes, his presence a testament to national pride and belief in Team Barbados.
I want to pay special thanks to Noel Lynch for his stewardship as head of the Athletics Association. I think he would have put plans in place that we're now seeing the fruits. So the fact that we have, I think there's 63 athletes here in Grenada is a major, major plus for him and the work that his team is doing. And I can only expect that we will build on this. I've been asking for a long time to have talent identification so that we can keep a crop of youngsters constantly involved in the process. And if we do that, then we're going to see the numbers continue to grow, or we're able to sustain the figure that we have now in Grenada. So I think all the praise should go to Noel and his team at AAB for what they're doing in terms of preparing the athletes. The fact that he would have pulled a grouping together and identify coaches to work with them is a proactive step. The only way that we're going to develop in terms of maybe reaching the international stage is if we try to continue to hone the skills of these youngsters. Now, you guys would have heard me being a little critical of the coaches, and I think that is an absolutely important aspect of the development, to have coaches in place who are not functioning in the 1950s style, but they function in 2026, meaning that all of the video analysis, all of the technology should come into play now with our youngsters.
The minister also spoke about the island's ambitions to host the Carifta Games in 2028, highlighting the construction of a new stadium in Waterford and the intention to use Grenada's hosting model as a benchmark.
We have NAPSAC, that is basically the incubator for Carifta, and it is how now that the coaches treat to those youngsters who they identify with the potential to go to the next level. So it is good. We, government, would have taken a position where we're going to put additional tracks in place, and this is to unearth new talent. Those diamonds in the rough that I keep speaking about, that is what we're hoping to do by putting these additional tracks in place on island.
Minister, we heard before we came to Grenada that Barbados would bring an official bid to host the games in 2028. Could you shed any light on that? Has there been any communication about that you could give us in terms of an update?
President Lynch would have approached me in relation to the timelines for the completion of the National Stadium. It is expected that we should be completed in 2028 in time, hopefully, to host Carifta. So I'm expecting some good out of that. All things being equal, the last report I got in relation to the redevelopment of the stadium was that we were ahead of time. So if all of that falls into place, I suspect that in 2028 we should be in a very good position to host Carifta.
Back on the track and in the field, there were 21 medals on offer for Team Barbados. But beyond the podium finishes, the emphasis remained firmly on performance and development. First up was BSAC champion Jaden Walcott in the under-20 boys shot put. Favored to win gold, Walcott returned to the very stage where he won his first Carifta medal. and he did not disappoint. Delivering a dominant series, he secured goal with a best throw of 18.41 meters on his fourth attempt. His second best throw of 18.35 meters achieved on his final attempt would have also been enough for the top spot. Throughout the competition, encouragement from coach Ramon Armstrong, who was positioned track side, and he played a key role in keeping him focused.
Here in Grifter in Grenada 2 years ago, and to get the goal here is very special.
And of course, you still have 2 years left in the division. What are your goals looking forward?
Yeah, this year looking to break the record. Was looking at this this year, but didn't happen. But trying to make it a possibility, reality next year.
On the track, all eyes turned to the under-20 girls 800-meter final, where Ashlyn Simmons and Dania Skeet prepared to compete, not as rivals, but as teammates united under the blue, yellow, and black, strategizing together for one flag and one purpose. There was a growing sense among the Barbadian media contingent that something special was about to unfold. The race began with Dominica's Sharifa Trocard taking an early lead throughout the first lap, but approaching the bell, Skeet recognized the moment. If a medal was in reach, she had to move, and she moved alongside Skeet.
Simmons, the 1500 meters champion, goes into the lead, and you know what can happen. She pulls alongside her teammate, Dania Skeet. The Barbadians are in the house, and they will like to make a shot for sure. Fowler can't respond, and Simmons, as she did in the 1500 meters, is absolutely pouring it on down the backstretch. Skeet, her teammate, is there as well. Fowler has stopped. That's a massive surprise. One of the biggest challenges to Simmons is out of the race. The Barbadians are going 1-2. Cheyenne Lewis of Trinidad and Tobago in third. Look at this run here. She has a glance to her left, Ashlyn Simmons. She's looking for the double gold. Simmons of Barbados, all of Barbados here jumping for joy as the Barbadians are set to go 1-2. It's Ashlyn Simmons of Barbados. She'll add the 1500 meters, well, the 800 meters gold to her 1500 meters. Skeet will hang on for second, and Fairweather of Jamaica will get another bronze. 2:08.9. Brilliant running.
What followed was a defining moment for Barbados. In a powerful display of teamwork and determination, the girls delivered gold and silver for the island. After crossing the line, they shared an emotional embrace, an image that captured unity, pride, and a national spirit under the broken trident. Elsewhere, Aaron Messiah secured bronze in the under-20 boys triple jump, while Amari Brown missed out on the podium in the under-20 boys 800-meter final. Sierra Burrows and Haley Merritt also represented strong in the under-17 girls triple jump event. Attention then shifted to the under-17 boys 200-meter final, where once again 13-year-old Jeleno Hamlet stepped onto the track. In the stands, his mother Shaquilia Hinkson and Regina Hines watched anxiously. Hamlet delivered a commendable performance, finishing fifth, an impressive achievement at this level. Still on the track, Luke McIntyre produced a masterclass in the under-20 boys 5,000 meter, claiming gold and earning the nickname Air Luke thanks to his signature celebration.
Well, last year I got a bronze medal in this event, and even though I was proud with the result, there were some problems with my race strategy, I would say, that my coach, Leo Garns, helped me to fix. Overall, I went out here to attack the race, and I waited until the pace started to slow down to inject it into the race again. And overall, it seemed like nobody was able to follow me today, which was, of course, the goal. And I'm very glad that that was able to work out for me, and it resulted in a gold medal and a PB.
It's Jamaica from the Bahamas.
The relays brought the final surge of excitement. Barbados secured bronze in both the under-20 girls 4x400 meter and under-17 boys 4x400 meter relay. But it was the under-20 boys 4x400 meter relay that truly electrified the stadium.
The 400 meter hurdles under-20 champion, Intirel, has the baton, but Barbados are moving with alacrity. They have gone by Jamaica and look to open a gap. What a big run this is for Team Barbados. The gap widens. Jamaica can't respond. Bahamas also gaining on Jamaica. It's Barbados in front and motoring away from Jamaica as Bahamas try to go with them as well. Barbados will win gold in the 4x4. Big run for them, and the time is fast too. 3:05.68 was the record. 3:05.49 on the clock downstairs. If that stands, the Barbados team has shattered the record.
The quartet of Aidan Moore, Nadal Seal, Jakai Brewster, and Shamari Greenidge-Lewis delivered a performance for the ages. Not only did they win gold, but they also set a new Carifta record of 3 minutes 05.49 seconds, capturing the admiration of the entire region. It was the perfect way to close the games. Team Barbados finished with 17 medals, an improvement from the 14 secured in 2025.
The success of the team projected on, at least based on our projections, worked out very well. We said after 2024, when we got the 5 medals in Grenada, that we set out on a strategic direction, and we actually put measurable notes in place. We got measurable targets in place that we wanted to get to, and we said then we would win. Our targets were 15 medals in 2025, 20 medals in 2026, 30 medals in 2027, and when the Caribbean Games are held here in Barbados in 2028, 40 medals. Now some people took that and said, I see we was going to win 40 medals in 2025. I never said that. I said our target is 40 medals, and that's what we're working on, we're towards. So when you look at the 17 medals that we won, just 3 shy of the 20 that we said we would win, people genuinely believe, in my opinion, that we can beat the best coming out of Barbados. We don't have the best of facilities. We're still struggling with a number of issues, but the junior development program and the strategic direction that we're focused on is really what is, in my opinion, is what is making the difference. Engaging these athletes at every level. These athletes are in a program that has psychological training, it has nutritional training to it, it has media training to it. We track and try to see how they're doing in school in terms of their academics.
Celebrations continued long after the final event. Back home, the athletes were honored at Lara Court, where they met Prime Minister Mir Amon Motley and President Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Boston before taking part in a national motorcade. If this year's performance is any indication, the future of Barbadian athletics is bright, and next year promises to be even better.